Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation on type of business entity, and I'll be your moderator. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our members. First is myself. My name is Natania Sucinabila with name 23059094. The next member is
My name is Fadilatul Khaira with name 230591010.
Next, my name is Gina Odoto Jana. My name 23,059,012.
And my name is Najwa Zahra and name 23059096.
So without further ado, let's start the presentations. With the first topic is about legal entity, which will be presented by Dila. For Dila, time is yours.
Okay. I would like to thank the moderator. I will start the first material with the little legal entity. Next. Definition. According to expert opinion, a subjective, a legal entity in an organization or group that has property can be sued or before a judge and has the rights of human being. Ujono pro judicoro, a legal entity that is where individuals can act under the law and have right and obligation, also legal interest against other people or other legal entities. Abdul Qadir Muhammad, legal entities is a legal subject based on the law that is given rights and obligation like a personal, human being. It can be concluded a legal entity legal entity is a legal subject that has element of an association of people performing legal acts, has its own asset has a manager right and obligation, and can be sued in court. Next. Condition for the establishment of a legal entity. 1. The existence of assets that are separate from the wealth of the individual who act or the group. 2. The existence of a planned and orderly organization in regulating the activities and this decision of the group or agency. 3. The existence of a common interest in the group or entity. And the last, there is a clear goal of specific fiber of the body. Next. Types of legal entities according to Utrecht. Based on the division of law. 1. Public legal entity is a legal entity formed by the government for the benefit of the government or state. Based on Article 1, Paragraph 1 and Article 2 of the NBW, the characteristic of public legal entities are the existence of authority from to complete government tasks. Example, the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia Regional government levels 1 and 2 are regulated in Law number 22 of 1999 and other laws and regulations. 2. Private legal entity is a legal entity formed for the benefit of individuals who legally apply for a specific purpose. Examples: 2007 liability companies are regulated by the KUHD and Law number 40 to 2007. 2008 firm regulate in KUHD. 2009 limit liability partnership CV or CV regulate under KUHD. 2010 banking is regulated under law number 10 of 1998. 2011 cooperatives are regulated under law number 17 of 2012. Next. Next, Tan. Next, types of legal entities according to Utrecht. Based on legal association. 1. Verenigingen. Intentionally formed to strengthen their economic position, maintain their culture, and address other social issues. Example, limited liability company or PT established under the regulation of LNHB 1939. Number 17, Indonesian legal entity. 2. Gemeenschap van Mensen. Born due to the development of political and social factors in the history of the country. Example include CV or Persekutuan Komandan. 3. Organization established by law but not association. An example is PUMN or state-owned enterprise. 4. Foundation is any work that does not constitute individual work or corporate well given a specific purpose. Example include educational foundations, social foundation, and others. That's all materials. I will return it to the moderator.
Thank you, Dila, for your presentation. And for the next topic is about not legal entity, which will be presented by Gina. For Gina, time is yours.
I would like to thank the moderator. I will start the two material with the not legal entity. Not legal entity. Next. Not legal entity definition. Not a legal entity is a business entity that does not have a legal basis in it. The legal subject in the business entity is held directly by the founder and his allies. The main characteristic of an unincorporated business entity can be seen from the absence of separation between the assets of the business entity and the assets of the owner. Explanation. Prior to 2018, the establishment of companies or business entities that are not legal entities, such as CV firma, is regulated in the KUHD, while the establishment of civil partnership is regulated in the Civil Code, which both that legal products are still valid today. Regulation of CVs, firms, and civil partnerships through SABU is not only carried out at the time of establishment of the non-legal entity, but also applies when there is partnership and firms company. The provision regarding the procedure for the application for the registration and establishment of CVs, firms, and civil partnership also apply in the case of regulation of amendments to the Article of Association. Next. Tania. Next. Not legal entity. Civil partnership as stipulated in Article of the Civil Code. A civil partnership is established based on the agreement of two or more people to part money, goods or arts in the form of labor and skill into the Mesa partnership by A. Wijaya. The establishment of a MESOP must be established by a minimum of two allies, who by definition are established by agreement and can be established in a simple agreement without the need for formal filing. Claims. I stipulate in article of the KUHD, a firm's company is a company established to and conduct business under one common name. A new partnership or company can be called a firm if it fulfills the requirement to run its company using a joint name by Abdul Qadir Muhammad. Commandifer Partnership CV. A commandeer partnership or CV is a firm that has one or more silent allies, namely allies will only submit money, goods, or labor as income in an alliance by Abdul Qadir Muhammad. The, the establishment of CV is not specifically regulated in the KUHD, but because CV is a frame, the provision of Article 2 and 3 of the KUHD also apply to the regulation of CV. Next. Characteristic of civil partnership firms and CV. Civil partnership. There is an agreement between two or more people. Is founder of a civil partnership contributes something which can be in the form of money or others tangible assets such as goods or business equipment, and certain parties aims to share or generate profit that can be shared with with the allies or benefit from the result of the business carried out jointly. Frame. The agreement is instructed to a notary using one agreed name, has responsibility and risks that must be borne by its member. CV, they do not interfere in the management of the company or are not directly involved in the CV. Its partner only contributes money or asset in order to benefit from the company profits. Next. Example, civil partnership. I law firm that carries out the provision of a lawyer or a public accounting firm that carries out the profession of an accountant. Prime example of trading firms are Nike, Keros, Diadora. Example of limited liability firm in Indonesia include Sombar Rezeki Firm, Multimarking Firm, Indo Eternity Firm. CV Tunas Niaga, CV Sentral Jaya Pertama, CV Aditama, CV Tanjung Bersaudara. That's all my material. I return it to the moderator.
Thank you, Gina, for your presentations. So for next topic is about cooperative. It will be presented by Nazwa. For Nazwa, time is yours.
Okay, I would like to thank the moderator. I will start the next material regarding cooperative. Definition. According to law number 25 of 1902, a cooperative can be defined as a business entity consisting of a group of people whose activities are based on cooperative principle as well as a populist economic movement based on kinship. Mine will, according to our father proclaimer, Muhammad Hatta, who is also the father of cooperative. Cooperative are a type of joint business entity that use the principle of kinship and mutual cooperation. And next, cooperative principle. Summaries from law 1025 of 1992, the principle of cooperative are as follows. One, membership is not forces. Therefore, it must be voluntary and open. Two, in its management, the cooperative must be democratic. Three, the distribution of business resource is given freely in accordance with the portion of its member contribution to the cooperative. For providing compensation to the capital provider in accordance with the amount of capital profit. And next, prioritizing independence. Cooperative purpose. One, improve the economic welfare of cooperative member and the surrounding community. Two, assist the government to improve the economic welfare of a just and prosperous people. Three, become a pillar in the national economy. Four, improve the economic life of cooperative member and the surrounding community. Five, assist manufacturer by offering a relative higher price. Six, helping consumer by providing an relative affordable price quote that are relative more affordable. And next, provide assistance lending assistance to micro and small scale business units. And next, one, build and develop. The first function of the cooperative is to build and develop the potential and capabilities of its member in particular and the community in general. Likewise, to realize the social and economic welfare of the people. To improving human resource. The second function of cooperative is to actively improve the quality of human resource and society. The improved quality of human resource will benefit the economy. Three, strengthening the resilience of the people economy. The chief function of cooperative is to strengthen the resilience of the people economy. Its function can be said to be the foundation of the strength and resilience of the national economy by making cooperative its pillar. And number four, realizing and developing the national economy. The fourth function of cooperative is to realize and develop the national economy using the principle of kinship and economic democracy. And next, legal foundation of cooperative. Some legal basis of cooperative are as follow. One law number 1994, dissolution of cooperative by the government. Number 3, government regulation. Number 4 of 1994, requirement and procedures for ratification of the of establishment and amendment of article of association of cooperative. Number 4, government regulation number 9 of 1995, implementation of saving and loan business activities by cooperative. Number 4, government regulation number 33 of 1998, participation capital in cooperative. And next, next, the decree of the Minister of Cooperative and SM number 98 year 2004, Necessary of Cooperative Deed Maker, 7 Minister of Cooperative and SM Regulation no, number 6, Cooperative Institutionalization. Next, Minister of Cooperative and SM Regulation number Regulation number 'Saving and Loan Business by Cooperative'. Next, Minister of Cooperation and SMN Regulation number 9 of 2018, Organization and Guidance of Cooperative. Ministerial Decree number 22 of 2020, producer for submission of cooperative debtor data in the context of provision of interest subsidies, margin subsidies for credit, finance for micro, small, and medium enterprise, the content of supporting the medium enterprise in the contents of supporting the National Economic Recovery Program, National Economic Recovery Program. And next, types of cooperative. 1. Primary cooperative. Primary cooperative. Primary cooperative are cooperative established by individual with more than 10 number. Primary cooperative are usually established by group of people who share a common interest or goal, such as permanent charter of workers, and they work together to achieve their goals. And number 2, secondary cooperative. Secondary cooperative are organizations established to coordinate and support primary cooperative. Secondary cooperative usually have primary cooperative as member, and they work together to achieve their goals. Secondary cooperative can provide support to primary cooperative in terms of resource, training, knowledge, and financial support. And next, Types of cooperative by type of business. 1. Producer cooperative. Producer cooperative are cooperative that provide producer with the means to carry out production. Product come from member. 2. Consumer cooperative. Consumer cooperative are cooperative that provide business activities in the form of goods for the needs of member and non-member. Number 3, service cooperative. Service cooperative are a cooperative that provide service, except saving and loans for the needs the member and non-member. And number 4, saving and loan cooperative. A saving and loan cooperative is a cooperative that serves member and non-member by conducting saving and loan service as the sole business activity of the institution. And that's all my material. I'll return to the moderator.
Thank you for Nazwa. So the next topic is about foundations. Will be presented by myself. Definitions of foundations. Different from other business entities, foundations might not be established for profit, but are legal entities intended to achieve certain goals in the social, religious, and humanitarian fields. Foundations can be established by one or more people by separating part of the founder's assets. As initial wealth, the first thing that must be done by the founder is to reserve the name of the foundation at the Directorate General of AHU through the Dijen AHU online page. So a foundation is a legal entity engaged in the social, humanitarian, and religious fields. In terms of its purpose, the foundation does not seek profit. The next is legal basics of foundations. The first is law number 16 of 2001 in conjunction with Article 1, Paragraph 1. A foundation is a legal entity consisting of assets that are separated and intended to achieve certain goals in the social, religious, and humanitarian fields that do not have members. The next one, Article 3 of Law number 28 of 2004 stipulates that foundation might not receive salaries or honoraria. Foundations are legally permitted to conduct business activities indirectly by establishing a business field. The next one, also regulated in Law number 28 of 2004 on the amendment of Law number 16 of 2001 on foundation, which was passed on October 6, 2004. Now the last one, Article 7 of Law number 28 of 2004 states that foundation might establish business entities for business activities, for example, in the form of PT or CV, as long as the business entity is still in the line with the purpose of the objective of the foundation established. The next is about foundation characteristics. The first one, established by separating the founder's personal wealth for non-profit, religious, social, humanitarian, and other ideal purposes. The second one, established by notarial deed or by a decree of the official concerned with the establishment of the foundation. The third has no members and it's not owned by anyone, but has a board or organ to realize the purpose of the foundation. The fourth has an independent position as a result of the existence of assets that are separate from the personal assets of the founders or their management, and has its own objective that are different or separated from the personal objective of the founders. The fifth recognize it as a legal entity like a person as an independent legal subject that can assume independent rights and obligations established by deed and registered at the registrar's office at the local district court. The last one can be dissolved by the court in the condition of conflict between the purpose of the foundation and the law, liquidation, and bankruptcy. The next one is types of foundations. The first one, education foundations. Education can be formal or informal. Formal education that is widely established is usually at the primary and secondary levels. For higher education, only established by large foundation and already have large costs. And formal education is usually in the form of pursuing higher education in primary and secondary school education. The second one is social foundation, such as orphan foundations. The foundation takes care of orphaned children who have no parents and are then cared for in the foundation. The next one, religious foundations. Engaged in the field of religious art. This foundation is usually in the form of religious organization that has certain goals in the field of religion and has its own way of preaching. The last one, health foundations, usually takes the form of a hospital in the name of particular foundation. The orientation of this foundation is related to health and welfare of many people. The next topic is about requirements of establishment foundation. The first one, the foundation must be established by one person or more with the method of separating the wealth of the founder and making it the wealth owned by the foundation. The second one, the process is establishing the foundation must be done through a notarial deed and made certainly using the Indonesian language. The third one, the organizational structure of the foundation must be composed of foundation trustees, foundation administrators, and foundation supervisors. The fourth, the establishment of foundation through a will is allowed. The fifth, the foundation will get the status of legal entity after its deed establishment has been legalized and ratified by an official or minister appointed for this purpose. The last one, foundations are not allowed to use names that have been used by other foundations, and also must not violate order and commit immorality. So that's all for me. We've come to end our presentation, and we'll give a 3 Q&A session. If you have any questions, please ask at class or at group chat. That's all for us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.